Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is sponsored by contribution from Virgil, and here is his story. Hey, Ollie, heard you were low on content, so I figured I'd do a small contribution to get the ball rolling. Anyways, I found your channel a few months ago, and it helped immensely. Never before had I heard the words like gaslighting or going no contact, which come to find out is essentially the entire reason I went to college, to get away from my abusive boomer narc parents. And sometimes college isn't the best idea, though. Before I found your channel, I was completely lost, angry at myself and afraid to talk to other people. I have trust issues on top of the fact that I feel broken. Most kids my age just can't relate. Then I found your channel, and for the first time I felt like someone else got it because you put words to a problem I've been having my whole life. So here goes. I'm a 22-year-old male, only child, and my parents are hardcore baby boomers born in the mid-50s. Let me tell you, man, life has been hell. When I was little, they used to yell at me in public for the most petty shit, tell me to shut up if I was talking too much. Eventually, I got labeled with ADHD. Of course you did. Of course you did. ADHD, autism, hyperactivity, whatever you want to call it. They're all scapegoats for the baby boomers' shitty, neglectful parenting. All of them. Not saying, and again, not saying that autism isn't real, not saying that there aren't real cases of autism, I'm not saying there aren't even real cases of ADHD, attention deficit, whatever you want to call it, hyperactivity disorder, whatever. Okay? What I am saying is most of it is bullshit. Most of it is bullshit. You show me a parent that tells you they have a high functioning autistic or ADHD or something on that level. 9 times out of 10, I am going to show you a neglectful, narcissistic, sociopathic parent, usually a baby boomer or product of baby boomers. These conditions are scapegoats for the narcissistic baby boomers' shitty parenting. Load you up with medication, Ritalin, whatever. Like, oh, he's on the spectrum. She's on the spectrum. No, you're on the spectrum. The spectrum of being a fucking neglectful, shitty, abusive, boomer, sociopathic parent. Eventually got labeled with ADHD, made me feel stupid for getting C's in school. I hated school because I would get bullied constantly for being the smallest in my class and nobody ever helped me. I knew what that was like. Made me feel like I'm walking on eggshells 24/7 and monitored my every move. Later on telling me they did it because they love me. Now, while all that was bad, this next point is the one that hurt me the most, and I believe is the core issue with boomers. All their best memories came from before I was born, and they never stopped reminding me. Isn't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Yeah, that is a great, great fucking observation with them. Every fucking great story they tell has nothing to do with you. Has nothing to do with you. That's them in that's them in a fucking, in a nutshell. About their relationship towards you and everyone else around them. When they're grandiose, higher than everybody, better than everybody, on their fucking high horse. All these great memories, all these great stories have nothing to do with you. You didn't even exist when the baby boomer was quote unquote great. So the whole time there's always this veiled accusation, well, you're the reason why things aren't as great as they were. Or if you were around, okay, or if it's a memory that you were born for, you weren't there for it. All their best memories came before I was born, and they never stopped reminding me. Always asking me if I was there during their trip to Mexico or whatever. I don't know if this is some kind of joke or what, because they literally did this my entire life, and they still do it to this day. I used to get mad at them for doing this, but now sometimes I just laugh because they are literal adult babies. You know what I would say? You know what the response to that is? Well, that's cool, because all my best memories don't involve you either. How about that? And that's the truth. All their best memories don't involve you. Well, all our best memories have nothing to do with them, do they? Do they? The evidence is right there in front of your face when you're able to take a step back and give yourself some distance, and you're able to get a little bit of clarity. Even if you got your clarity temporarily by going away to college. Because I can guarantee you probably might have had a couple good memories at college, and your good memories at college had nothing to do with them, did they? I used to get mad at them for doing this, but now sometimes I just laugh because they're literal adult babies. They stopped loving me the moment I could think for them myself. No, they never loved you, dude. The boomer only loves themselves. There's your mistake. See there, and there's your biggest mistake, thinking that the boomer ever loved you. They only can love themselves. They don't even love each other. It's only themselves they love. And their stories and their grandiosity and their ability to fucking brag. That's what they love. They never loved you, dude. Any of us. They clearly saw me as an accessory, a pet. They should have just adopted a dog. Now I'm back home, a recent college grad with no money, no job, and $20K in debt. Of course you do. COVID prevented me from keeping the internship I had lined up, and all my parents do is pressure me to find work as if there's nothing wrong with the world. Great. After you guys, dude, can't say anything. Because we know COVID is the most deadly disease ever. We're all going to die. The vaccination, you must have it, but it's not going to work. But you must have it. You must have both of them. Okay. And we're all going to die, and all the dinosaurs are going to come back anyway. But we all have to do these things. We know this. That's not to say this entire situation was set up by who? The boomers. Thank you, boomers, for saving us, by the way. And I look forward to the reemergence of dinosaurs. It's going to be great. They tell me to save my money while demanding I now pay for all my at-home expenses as a way of teaching me how the real world works. It's insane. Well, you know what? I think I know how the real world works, asshole, with the 20 grand in debt that you did nothing to advise me against fucking accumulating, motherfucker, in your goddamn institutions of fucking learning. Goddamn, I'm turning into a suicidal tendencies song. But it's the truth. These are your schools. These are your institutions. These are your methods of fucking student loans and all this. And now you're going to blame me for it and tell me I don't understand how the fucking world works? You'd have been better off going out and finding a job after high school, working, learning about the world. They don't want you to do that. It's all about saddling you with their bullshit. It's insane. Nothing I say gets to them. Nothing is going to get to them. Nothing. Nothing. They got you. They got you 20 grand in debt in a fucking pandemic where you can't, depending on where you live in, you can't go out, you can't find a job, there's nothing fucking going on. The entire world has changed, but not that 20 grand in debt. But they're going to tell you, you don't understand how the fucking world works. No, I understand it perfectly after you fucking destroyed it, motherfucker. They still think society is operating under the rules as they were back in the 70s when they were my age. Bottom line, I'm severely depressed. It's one thing after another, and if it weren't for your channel, I'd feel completely alone. Thanks for reading. Listen to me, Virgil. Listen to me, and listen to me very carefully. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what kind of job you got to find. If it's not in your field, whatever you studied, it doesn't matter. You might as well look at that $20K you spent, okay? And like that was a fuck. I spent $20K, okay? Not for the college education. You spent $20K to learn who your fucking boomer parents really are. This is the society they set up. These are the rules they put in the fucking place. Okay? This is a Suicidal Tendencies song, institutionalized. All I wanted was a Pepsi. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you go on YouTube and you look up Suicidal Tendencies institutionalized. Charlene says it, she sees it, she's like, I see him and I see Mike and I think it's you. I'm like, no, Mike had a TV in his room. You see the size of Mike's room? He had nothing. I don't even ask for a Pepsi. Are you out of your mind? Ask for a Pepsi? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at the video and then you'll know what I'm talking about with these boomers. Suicidal Tendencies tried to tell you about these boomers. Suicidal Tendencies tried to warn you about these boomers. I went to your schools, call me crazy. And what'll come next is we think you're going to hurt yourself, institutionalized for your own good. My best interest? How do you know what my best interest is? That's the boomers, man. That's the boomers. Every good memory they brag about has nothing to do with you. You didn't even exist. And vice versa. So the only thing you should really be focusing on, Virgil, is how do I get out? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to live? What is viable? Okay, and how do I make the most money? What do I do right now that I can make money and put it away and get the fuck away from these people permanently? Because you went to their schools, you went to their institutions of learning, and they call you crazy and act like you don't know what life's about. No. We all know. Trust me. We've all had a life lesson of what life's about under boomers. So, I hope that helps. Thanks so much, Virgil, for your contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or you'd just like to make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all of this goes away, as this channel is completely demonetized by YouTube. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care.